The illicit international arms trade is a shadowy world of high-stakes deals, dangerous liaisons, and the most notorious gangsters and organized crime syndicates. With billions of dollars at stake, these criminals use their connections and resources to move weapons across borders, often supplying them to non-state actors and countries under embargo. In this video, we delve into the world of illicit arms trade and explore the involvement of famous gangsters in this dangerous business. From the merchant of death alias Victor Bout to the Syrian arms dealer Mansour al-Qasr, we uncover the stories of some of the most notorious individuals who have made their fortune from the illegal trafficking of weapons. But the problem is not just confined to the present. Throughout history, famous mobsters such as Al Capone and Lucky Luciano have also been linked to the illicit arms trade. This video examines the link between organized crime and global security threats and highlights the ongoing efforts of governments to combat this shadowy trade.
On track, now we gon' way up. W's as easy as a layup. Working late, stay up. Counting all the way up. Counting blessings, yeah, you know we pray up.
The illegal worldwide commerce in weaponry has long been a problem and still poses a danger to world security. The trade entails the smuggling of weapons illegally over international borders, frequently through the sale of weapons to non-state entities or embargoed nations. Renowned gangsters have always been linked to the black market for international armaments. These people are well known for their ties to organized crime and their capacity to make it easier for firearms to cross international boundaries. Here are a few of the most infamous gangsters working in this industry. Victor Bout, often known as the Merchant of Death, is a Russian arms dealer who has been active in the illegal international armaments trade for several decades. Bout is known for his involvement in the narcotics trade. It has been suggested that he was involved in the distribution of arms to various countries and non-state groups all over the world, including the Taliban in Afghanistan. In 2008, Bout was detained in Thailand and ultimately extradited to the United States, where he was found guilty of his crimes and given a sentence of 25 years in jail. Another big name in illicit arms trade is Mansour al-Qasr. Mansour al-Qasr is an arms dealer based in Syria who has been working in the industry for more than 3 decades. There is evidence to suggest that he was involved in the sale of firearms to terrorist organizations, such as the Palestine Liberation Organization and Hezbollah. In 2008, he was taken into custody in Spain and then extradited to the United States, where he was found guilty of the charges against him and given a sentence of 30 years in jail. Furthermore, it is thought that Dawood Ibrahim, an Indian mobster, is involved in the illegal trafficking of firearms and ammunition over international borders. He is the head of the D Company, which is a criminal organization that is active in India as well as other countries all over the world. It is widely held that Ibrahim is affiliated with terrorist organizations, and he has been suspected of supplying those organizations with weaponry. It has also been established that Russian mobster Semyon Mogilevich is involved in the unlicensed trafficking of weaponry across international borders. He is the head of the Red Mafia, which is a criminal organization that is active in both Europe and the United States of America. Mogilevich is being investigated for possible involvement in the distribution of firearms to terrorist organizations as well as the sale of weapons to the Taliban. If you want to know more about the activities of Dawood Ibrahim or Semyon Mogilevich, you can check out my full videos about these gangsters. You can find the links in the video description. The illicit international arms trade is a serious threat to global security, and the involvement of powerful gangsters only makes the problem worse. These individuals use their connections and resources to facilitate the movement of weapons across borders, often putting innocent lives at risk. It is essential for governments around the world to work together to combat this trade and bring those responsible to justice. Illicit arms trade has been a lucrative business for gangsters and organized crime syndicates for many years. It is estimated that the global illicit arms trade is worth around $10 billion per year, with some estimates suggesting that the figure could be even higher. Some of the most notorious gangsters involved in the illicit international arms trade have made a significant amount of money from the business. For example, Victor Bout, the Russian arms dealer known as the Merchant of Death, was estimated to have made hundreds of millions of dollars from his activities. Similarly, Mansour al-Qasr, the Syrian arms dealer, was believed to have made tens of millions of dollars from his involvement in the trade. Famous mobsters from the past have also been linked to the illicit arms trade. One such example is the notorious American gangster Al Capone. Capone, who was active during the Prohibition era, was known to have been involved in the sale of illegal firearms, which he used to protect his illegal alcohol empire. Similarly, the Italian-American mobster Lucky Luciano was also believed to have been involved in the illicit arms trade. The involvement of famous gangsters in the illicit arms trade highlights the connection between organized crime and global security threats. These individuals are able to use their connections and resources to move weapons across borders, often supplying them to non-state actors and countries under embargo. The consequences of such activities can be devastating, with weapons ending up in the hands of terrorists, insurgents, and other dangerous groups. Governments around the world have been working to combat the illicit arms trade and bring those responsible to justice. In recent years, there have been a number of high-profile cases of arms dealers being arrested and prosecuted, including Bout and al-Qasr. However, the trade continues to pose a significant threat, and it is likely that gangsters and organized crime syndicates will continue to be involved in the business for many years to come. In conclusion, the illicit international arms trade has been a lucrative business for gangsters and organized crime syndicates for many years. Famous gangsters such as Victor Bout, Mansour al-Qasr, Al Capone, and Lucky Luciano have been linked to the trade, highlighting the connection between organized crime and global security threats. While governments around the world have been working to combat the trade, it remains a significant problem, and it is essential for international cooperation to continue in order to bring those responsible to justice and ensure that weapons do not end up in the wrong hands. And that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if so, I would be glad if you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Bye.